Welcome to FPSA's Meet the Member series. Today I am here with Willis McCullough from Unison Energy. Thank you for joining us today, Willis.
Absolutely.
So to start with, why don't we jump right in? Can you tell me a little bit more about what Unison Energy does?
Absolutely. Unison Energy owns and operates microgrids all across the country. We don't sell equipment. We don't sell maintenance contracts. We actually own and operate on-site generation from recip engines to turbines to solar, battery, looking at wind as well. So we have quite a few customers from California to New York. And we solve their energy problems as well as reducing their carbon footprint for the most part. And then we add reliability, which in certain states is a big plus as well.
That all sounds super beneficial to pretty much any industry. Energy reliability is critical, and who doesn't love being able to say that they're more sustainable? That's great. What operating philosophy was behind the build of Unison?
Well, I was actually employee number 4, so I remember when it started. Basically, we were trying to do on-site generation. You couldn't get to the paybacks that were required because it's a lot of equipment, very expensive equipment, and then the upkeep. So our philosophy was, how do we make this such that anyone in USA almost can have this on site and get reliability and savings? So we went as energy as a service, where we finance it on our own balance sheet. We design it, we build it, we permit it, and then we staff it and operate it. So we sell our customers lower cost energy, cleaner energy, and we give them the byproducts, whether it be steam, hot water, or chill water for their process. So we're just trying to make it such that on-site generation got more affordable. And I think we've been very successful at that. We can take something that would be probably a 7-year payback, and I can make them cash flow positive day one without spending any money. And that's kind of my hardest sell point is it's too good to be true. But I mean, all of our customers are references.
I mean, can you do that at my house?
I cannot do it at your house. How's that? But if you get up to a good size outfit, yeah. I mean, it's not for apartment buildings and stuff. It's for operations, right? I mean, our smallest one's a 320 kilowatt Whole Foods out in San Jose, all the way up to we're looking at 75 megawatt tissue plant. So I mean, it's from small to big. That's about as small as we can go as like a grocery store.
That's amazing. So, clearly you can see that the service is valuable. And you talked about providing things like reliability, but what challenges specifically does working with you solve for your customers?
Well, a lot of the ESG goals are being put out there by corporations. People are trying to figure out how to get to carbon neutral, right? Solar is not the answer because you have to have like 10 acres to do 1 megawatt of solar, right? And that's only 30% of the day, right? And even with battery storage, it's very difficult. So, there are steps there with energy efficiency, which we finance energy efficiency upgrades as well for our customers because we want to make them the most efficient before we start sizing our system so that we don't oversize it. And then you can look at doing some renewable fuels. So that those ESG goals and the reliability is the biggest part. That's kind of what drives any sale to this industry just about. But making their ESG goals and giving them reliability is something we go above and beyond with. Our customers stay up and running through power outages, through storms, so it's a continuous operation for their critical pieces, as well as, like I said, our power plants are usually cleaner than the grid everywhere, but just a few spots in the country. And then if I can use that waste heat off the engines or the turbines and shut off the boiler or whatever they're using to make hot water, that's carbon free. So for the most part, with 30 to 50%, we can cut their carbon footprint just right there. And if they're in a certain area of the country where the power is dirty, I can get them to maybe 60, 65% reduction in your carbon footprint, which, people are pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to get there because folks have made commitments for the operations people without really talking to them. And in a lot of instances, not always, but it's just the path to carbon neutral or even getting a better carbon footprint is something that, not many people can do. I mean, there's no pixie dust out there to get there. You have to actually do something. And buying RECs and buying trees is really not changing your operations. And there's starting to be a lot more people throwing darts at that. And pretty soon they're going to run out of trees in the Amazon for people to buy, and there'll be no RECs available. So, that's kind of how we look at us. We try to help the customer get to their goals on their ESG, as well as I give them a stable cost for their power for the next 15 or 20 years. They know exactly what they're going to pay. So that budgeting problem goes away.
That's awesome. I mean, it's really common among FPSA members for them to be really innovative solution providers for shared problems across the industry. So we're excited to have you as a member and to learn more about how you contribute to the industry, sustainability, and the ability for people to just do business reliably. So thank you for your time today.
My thing is, one more thing. Our thing is, I want to make sure the guy goes to sleep and I'm not worried about anything. So we could take the waste and digesters and burn out with our fuel as well, so we have clean fuel. There's a lot of things that we also, in this industry especially, can help with, because there's waste streams they have to pay for, but we can take them and turn them into something usable that they won't have to pay for, and then we get actual money for it. And the IRA has done that. I mean, there's a lot of money out there for these plants.
That's awesome. What a great full cycle sustainability story. And who doesn't love a reliable budget and some money back in your pocket at the end while you're meeting all of your customer demands and being environmentally friendly? So,
yes, ma'am.
That's really awesome. Yeah, well, I'm excited to hear more about it. If anyone else wants to talk to Willis or learn more about Unison, we do have links in the video comments, so feel free to check those out. And you can also see the rest of our Meet the Member series on our website or on our social media channels. We look forward to seeing you at our next event, Willis, and to seeing all of our members get together soon.
Have a great one. Thank you.